Hey everybody, welcome back. Do you see this green treed line? This is a pedestrian pathway that goes from this end of town to the far end of town. That's no big doing, seeing that this whole town is limited to one tile. And on top of that, there's a lot of cross paths that intersect with this long treed path. This is Hotel California, my exploit town. It's here to, well, it was here to prove a point about these one-by buildings. But it's also to help me learn something about the pedestrian pathways. So, wanting to figure out how to think outside the box or to do something better than I have been before, I set up the first 4 phases, which you're looking at here, with a pathway that runs along every backyard. So every asset, and I mean every asset, be it the library, public school, house, apartment, has a pathway that runs along the backyard and hooks up to the street so you can walk around and get to the asset that you want. I'm doing this to try to reduce traffic. Well, this whole town of 18,000, well, getting ahead of myself. This, what you're looking at here, is 12,000 people. At 12,000 people, I had 5 cemeteries full, and I was needing to put down more. I needed crematoriums, but I needed 18,000 to do it. So I needed to build a neighborhood as tight as I could, but not forgetting my rule about the pathway. They all need a pathway. So I jammed 6,000 people in this neighborhood, not counting the farms. I put the parkway in the park in the center. You can see there's a path that leads out to the farms. The other 2 pathways lead to the residential. And there's other pathways that lead down to here, the commercial and offices. Now, it is at the experimental stage, and it'll be really interesting to find out where it goes from there. But what I brought you here was for this neighborhood that we're going to come up on. Six 1,000 residents live in this little tightly packed area. And very few... Fire truck. Oh, there is a fire. Very few of them drive. Like, okay, there's a pickup truck. That's a hearse. They all walk. And I think the reason they walk is because I put services along the path. The public library, the sports center, and tucked over here, the little public school. And back there was a Japanese garden. The bus stop is out there, as you can see where the buses are. So all this traffic is walking either to one of those other education assets, and the medical one, or they're going home. Or they're going to the bus. Or, they're going to the office, commercial. You know what I mean? The focus here is on the pathway, not the street. This is all vanilla, by the way. Well, maybe not so much the assets, but the pathway, the trees, the idea. I don't play with mods that change the game. So what you see here, if you don't play with mods, you can do. I love that little farm back there. Huh. I like it when it lights up like that. Incidentally, because of the dirt roads do not have road light or traffic lights on them. Not traffic lights, but street lights. But the pathways do. Serious. The focus is on the pathways here in this little neighborhood. Some of these level 5 buildings, oh, they look so cool. So far, 18,000. Well, she settled down to 16, but that's only because some of them need jobs. I want to show you how intense I was with the pathways. Now you know that the dirt roads don't have streetlights on them, but my pathways do. Well, have a look. Everybody has access to a path. I can't imagine how much area I'm wasting with all these redundant pathways. But if I didn't do this, I'm not sure I would have been able to figure that out. I need to come back here and change these, because the one-by lots, well, like I said, they don't have hangout points in the backyard, so they won't leave their house and join the path. So I need to change that a bit, make them at least 3 deep or 3 wide or something, so they can put at least a picnic table back there. As you can see, I started increasing the density of these areas. And that's what I'm going to do back there where you saw all the one-bys. Should be interesting. Huh. I do kind of need some light on that rock, eh? Seems kind of empty. But see the amount of traffic in this town? Okay, let's call it 16,000. It peaked at 18, but it's 16 now. I wonder how far I could push this. Knowing what I know about that new, like phase 5. Huh. It's too bad I didn't get a flyby with that lit. Maybe it looks better this way. What I know now about that neighborhood, about phase 5 here, that worked out well. That worked out extremely well. Well, I mean the residential area anyways. It's not going to stay like that. I can make that look nicer, put a few more people living in there. Out here, this needs work. The offices, the commercial. I need some leisure and tourism here, don't I? If I did that, I could probably attract a lot more people out of the house at night. Have them walk around more. But the idea is to walk everywhere. Because, well, that street there, that's for emergency vehicles and buses only. Well, I don't have policies. There's no policies in this town either. I'm not forcing them off the road. I'm just hoping that I convince them well enough to use the pathways. And as you can see, so far it's working. This is the kind of stuff that I need to bring back to my original city, to my main city. I'm so tempted to throw down some flowers here. Oh, but I want to do it. Oh, I love that lighting effect there. There, the night light. Not quite lit yet. But I would love to bring... just prop it out some more. But I want to make sure that people understand, you people that play in the console. Again, you may not have the buildings I have, but this concept. Can you build a city that has no cars? I don't think that's the question here. I think the question here is, can I build a city where they don't want to use their cars? Because if you build your network, I'm going to say incorrectly, they will always pull out a pocket car. I'm trying my very best to design it so that they don't. So far, I guess maybe limited to the one tile. They don't. Well, I don't catch them very often, but then again, there's not very many cars to catch. So this is gone from a walk-friendly neighborhood, like I did at Lotus, to the walk-friendly town of Hotel California. I love that neighborhood. I can't wait to get that concept used in my main town. Wonder what I can do with those. The graveyards, make them look better. I don't want to get rid of them. Anyways, take care. Till next time.